Welcome, everybody, to the Wrestle for Real podcast. You know, we do it each and every Monday night for the early Dusseldorf show, WWE Monday Night Raw post show. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button. Listen to us wherever you get your audio podcasts, iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Wrestle for Real, the number 4 Real podcast. We appreciate the support. I stand with me tonight, so we're going to be jumping on in a little bit. We're going to get right into the show and the happenings and how everything went on tonight. Earlier show, so the podcast is starting a little earlier. We'll probably be doing that for the rest of the month, I suspect, until we get to February and maybe the schedule get a little bit back to normal. So let's see how we kicked off the show. But we kicked off tonight, man, with a promo from Rhea Ripley, Io Sky as the new women tag team champions, followed by Bailey and Lyra. The Kabuki Warriors came out as well, and Liv Morgan and Roxanne. So a bunch of these makeshift sort of women's tag teams that we're have been accustomed to seeing. So basically they looked like they were just setting up the number 1 contenders match that they were going to have later on in the night. Not too much here that I felt was really exciting, man. We've been talking about the need to revamp the women's tag team division if it's possible. At this point, I don't believe it is, because they just, it's not going to be enough spots for all of these women if they wasn't a part of these tag teams. So I think largely that's where a lot of this is coming from. This one broke down into a brawl with Io and Rhea standing tall, and the other 3 tag teams slated to face off later on tonight with for the number 1 contenders match. Man, you know what you think, man? Is there any thing they can really do at this point, or are we just going to kind of keep seeing the same tag teams and these women and these kind of promos that they have?
No, I feel like if they get called up, that would be a big addition because they're a trio, and then you can have like JC Chain kind of to go for solo titles and have the other 2 women go for the tag titles in a way. But until it gets to that point, I mean, this is just what it's gonna be because you still have Nia Jax and Lash Legend and Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, so you still have like a couple other teams that was kind of just like put together.
Oh, you still got a little feedback in the background.
Hold on.
Yeah, deep over there. But yeah, we do have it's a lot of tag teams right now in the women's division that are not necessarily standard tag teams. I'm not sure, other than the Kabuki Warriors, if there's any tag teams that came in as a tag team and has been a tag team. So unfortunately, with the women's division getting this type of respect and kind of getting newer on the scene, we dealing with them not necessarily bringing in a standard tag team division more than they were just bringing in women. We may have to. I don't think they're ever going to go grab a Brie Bella to help Nikki based on Daniel Bryan's connection to AEW over there. But we gotta do something, man. They might have been the first, but maybe NXT, some of those tag teams. But between what we've been seeing, it's going to be kind of hard to expect that we're going to get anything different. So, but for the fans in person, it's a better experience for them. They get to see these women, all of them. When you go to that show, you're going to see all of them. So you do get there's a positive in that you won't get anyone really left out. I think just about every woman on the Raw roster might have made an appearance tonight based on a lot of the time that they did get. So otherwise, nothing too special here. Our first match of the evening was the newly signed, I guess, the Monday Night Raw, Javon Evans versus Bryo, 1/3 of the Americanos, I believe is the name of the tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, this was his first, I guess, official match as a member of WWE, the Raw brand. So I thought it was a good match, man. These are the kind of guys that they'll put you with, that they know can get a good match out of you, that they know can be somebody that makes you look good, so that people can gravitate towards that even more. People know what Javon can do. His style is pretty high flying, having those sort of moments and things like that. So that's pretty much what we got out of this matchup. It ended with Javon Evans picking up the victory. A little antics after the match, nothing too major, man. But what do you thought about this one, man? Bryo and Javon Evans, man, and what these guys was able to do out there.
It was a good match. It was good. Javon Evans, he's just gonna like fly around. I can't remember which. I want to say the one he faced. I feel like it's Tyler Bate because of the moves he was doing, and so like those two mixing it up was like great because they're both great wrestlers, and so you get two great wrestlers in there, and I mean, magic's gonna happen because they can feed off of each other. So it was a good match.
Yeah, definitely a good match, man. I mean, what do you think the future? So you've assumed and kind of put out there that this is one of these guys is Tyler Bate and one of these guys is Pete Dunne. What can we is this? And then Ludwig Kaiser as well. Like, is that the end of them? And they're like, where is this ever gonna go? Like, can you see where this is going? I mean, these guys now have assumed allegedly a completely different identity. They look like lackeys to El Grande Americano. They don't look like a threat. They don't make you feel like they can beat anybody. You think this is helping them? I mean, they're on TV. They're getting airtime, even if it's under a mask, and we supposedly don't know who they are. I mean, sometimes that is important, but what do you think about their ability to sort of get back from this? And does that happen anytime soon with any of the three of these guys that's currently under a mask?
I don't know actually, because I thought it was gonna get to a point where it was gonna be like a trio versus trio, but
Mm.
I don't know. Like I honestly do not know where it's gonna go. I mean, I don't know if Chad Gable is ready. I mean, he was posting pictures and videos on Instagram of him working out, and he looks jacked, like just completely jacked. So I don't know what direction they're gonna take this in, but hopefully it comes comes to some kind of like something soon, some kind of like trio versus trio, mass versus mass type thing. Because if not, what was the whole like like payoff?
Yeah, man. And I don't even know. You would have to only do that with those two. I don't know what you do with Bryo and Ryo as far as what that might look like, unless you put them up against Dragon Lee and Penta or something like that. And I don't know where you go, man. I think if you are the guys under those masks, you're happy. You're constantly being thought about, you're being factored in. I think as an audience watching, it's rough. And I think that's why we've gotten these call ups. A lot of injuries has led to these spots even being needed um throughout the course of Monday Night Raw. I mean, the whole Judgment Day is just about gone. I think we got Sheamus is gone. I guess Kevin Owens may have been more SmackDown, but he's out of there. Penta just came back. So it's some guys, Chad Gable, as you just mentioned, it's some guys that would absolutely get a spot pretty much consistently that are gone now. So now you bring up Javon Evans. The women are now getting 3 segments a night on air on Monday Night Raw. This is about 2 in a row now, as far as what we've seen from them. And they're not really doing much impressive other than, a Texas tornado type of match, really. And like I said, for the people in attendance, that's a great thing. For the audience watching at home, it's kind of like something we just, kind of getting used to seeing there. But um definitely gotta work on the call ups, man. We did get a vignette from Obafemi tonight, man. Is do you think he vacated the NXT championship last week? The NXT, their main title over there after a win over Leon Slater. People have been speculating that Oba may be on the way up, and for guys like Javon and even Joe Hendry, who I don't think I seen Joe Hendry on SmackDown last week, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
Nah,
so
he's been on NXT.
okay, yeah, he was over there, but guys like that, even Jordan Grace, they didn't get the biggest title in their division at NXT. These call ups normally, when you see someone that's kind of around that main event picture, they will capture the NXT championship or the women's championship before they cross over. But maybe they're having to rush it. SmackDown went to 3 hours, they're dealing with injuries. Raw is 2.5 hours, they're dealing with injuries. So maybe they had to push guys a little bit just to keep things full and keep things going on each respective show.
Yeah,
So we got Obafemi up in the air, man. You think it's more important for him to end up on SmackDown or Monday Night Raw?
he's going to Raw. Cause, well, I don't know. He could go to SmackDown. No, yeah, I feel like he's gonna go to SmackDown. That's why I was a little confused that they showed the vignette on Raw, unless he goes to Raw. But I feel like when he went against Cody in that Saturday main event, he kind of went at Drew a little bit, and so I don't know if that was just like a one-off thing because they never really closed the chapter on that. Because I had a feeling that maybe Drew would come down to NXT and cost him the title type thing, or he would come up last uh last Friday night and cost Drew the title. But of course those things didn't happen. But we've seen in the last couple of years in WWE universe that when they write, they just kind of a lot of stuff doesn't make sense. There's never a payoff. So I mean, it's just that's what they do.
Well, if you could pick an early feud, let's say something that lasts is, I mean, right now most feuds are like 2 weeks long, but let's say
Hmm.
it's a 2 to 4 week feud for Obafemi to come right out the gate to as his first feud. Who is that person for you? Because I think that largely would determine which show
You're
he ends up going to first.
you're gonna laugh, and people watching and listening are gonna be like, "That makes no sense." But I feel like his first one should be Rusev.
Hmm.
They would put on a great match. They both can talk, and Rusev doesn't need to go over. Like you can still have Rusev lose and look strong.
Mhm.
And I mean, Rusev is like for big guys, like a guy like Rusev. Sheamus is out, but Sheamus would have been another one who can talk, who can wrestle, and doesn't really need a win. And it would have been a perfect like match. Cause like the other like big guys, I mean, yeah, you can have him go against Otis, but everyone knows like he's gonna demolish Otis. Unless like WWE kind of let Otis kind of go a little bit, then we know. But those two, I mean, but Rusev probably be like a good one. Unless you go the route of like similar SmackDown, then he goes against a Damian Priest, but that makes no sense because Damian Priest just beat Aleister Black. You have him go against Aleister Black, yeah, that's fine. But then out of that story, you can have Aleister Black go on this crazy losing streak, and he just like just loses his mind and kind of spirals out of control, kind of thing. With that'll be interesting, but yeah,
I think so. I haven't seen a whole lot of Obafemi in NXT. So I've seen stuff here and there, but not enough for me to tell what type of opponent he really works best with. Because a lot of big guys working with some of the smaller guys, ideally that works for them, but sometimes it still doesn't come across very well.
yeah,
And then him
like
doing root.
his
Go ahead.
I was gonna say like he works good with small guys like that triple threat match with him, Trick, and Javon is probably like the greatest NXT match ever. And then the match with him and Wesley was good. The match with him, the, the solo match with him and Javon was good, and then the match with him and Ricky Saints was also good. So he does do well with like small guys. He's not like I think he's not like I mean he can be the Brock Lesnar type, but he's not like oh I'm just gonna demolish everybody. Like nah, he gonna let them get their stuff off too, and it's gonna look good, which is which is good for someone that's only been doing this for like 2 years, 3 years. Like no kind of indie run, nothing, just coming right from University of Alabama track and field team right into WWE, and it's been good.
Yeah, so we gotta see. I like
We're going
I
on, bro.
like what's going on, man.
We're going on, sir.
What's up, Spook?
I like Sheamus as a first opponent. I do like the idea that against Obafemi, if and when he debuts. If you're saying Rusev and I'm thinking Sheamus, I think that's definitely either way. It seems like he need to be a Monday Night Raw. He just got on. He just got on, man. All kind of stuff happening over there, man. Yeah, Oba and Rusev are definitely. I mean, Oba and Sheamus. I like. Sheamus is out. We don't. I don't even know if we have a timetable on Sheamus right now, but
Mm-hmm.
he's out for a minute, man. But yeah, Rusev is solid. I just, Rusev is kind of a bigger small guy. So I would be interested to see how that works. It's not quite the same as some of those more slender guys that, Ricky Saints and even Vaughn Evans and things like that. Hopefully, man, he's put in a position where he can thrive and we get to really see him go. But we got an Obafemi call up, we got a Javon Evans call up, we got a Trick Williams call up, and we got Carmelo Hayes with the championship, man. And you know, who who do we think is going to be the bigger star of these guys, man? Is the next big black WWE wrestler big in terms of status? As are they on the roster right?
Yeah, it's 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 three of them. Definitely, it could be four. It could be all four of them. But
We've been struggling with one, man. Three is crazy. Three is
out of
wow.
the four, well, out of the four though, I feel like it's gonna be like the two mega stars are gonna be Elba and Trick. And then Javon is gonna be like that Shawn Michaels type, like the Missile WrestleMania. Like he's gonna put on great matches. He's gonna win a couple belts, and people gonna talk about him like forever. But like main event every year, Trick and Oba definitely.
So really, Javon would be a little less than Shawn Michaels because Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania. He'd be more.
But yeah, yeah. But he
He'd be,
he gonna be right. He's gonna be like right in there, like right, kind of right, hanging around there. He's gonna win a few titles, but Trick and Oba are gonna be because the TNA run
yeah.
really helped Trick become like a good heel. Because for the longest, I was like, I don't know if Trick can be a heel because he was so babyface when everything was going on with Carmelo Hayes, and like people love him so much, and people still love him as a heel. But it's like he can play that heel role, so it's almost like that's his natural. Like he just a natural like asshole. Like it's perfect. It's almost how it come off.
What you think, Spook, man? Between Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams, Obafemi, and Javon Evans, man, who do you think is likely to really break out and be the next big thing as far as the black wrestlers in WWE? Or is it somebody else? I mean, those are just the ones kind of being talked about and kind of hot right
I mean, I would say Trick would probably be the closest one for me. He kind of has that look
now.
of a Booker T. You know what I'm saying? Like his build, his statue. But I think he could he can pretty much talk on the mic also. So I would say Trick is probably that next guy to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, he got the build, the statue, same thing. I never really heard him talk on the mic. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know his skill set as far as that goes. Wrestling skill is amazing. So I would say Trick over everybody.
Mm. Yeah, it's hard to say, man. I don't know of those four. I don't know who it would be out of those four because I think they're all sort of missing possibly something. Oba's gonna have to connect with the audience. I think that's where he may struggle in connecting with the audience, especially as he's currently constructed. I don't even think the accent is real, if I'm not mistaken, but you
Nah,
know,
it's not.
yeah, so to connect with the audience, it took Kofi Kingston to drop the accent to finally get Kofi Mania, man.
Well, Oba was raised by like African parents, so of course, like he has it, so he's not like forcing it too much.
Yeah, he can
Yeah,
switch. Um,
yeah. It's like it's kind of like most Nigerians here when they get around they American friends, they sound like us. When they get around their friends from Atlanta, they sound like us. But when they get around their parents and their parents' friends, they sound like they're back home in Nigeria. So it's the same thing. It's code switching.
yeah, man. I still like Montez over everybody. I like the way he looks, the way he can talk. I think he's dope in the ring. But
So
of
you
those
didn't you
guys,
didn't say you
I
didn't say
really
nothing about
like Javon.
Montez. Montez is definitely a fan favorite.
Well, I was
Oh,
just
okay,
saying
okay,
in
okay, yeah.
general. Of those four, I like Javon the most. I just think he has the way he talks is a little smoother than Trick Williams. I think Carmelo's missing the height. I think the size is going to come back to hurt him at some point or hold him back a little bit. So I think Javon, I will put him over those guys because Trick pops off more, but he's a
Mhm.
little stumbly. He's not as smooth when he's talking sometimes. It's like, okay, I know what you're trying to do, but it ain't quite hitting the way I
Yeah,
wanted it.
because like Trick come off as like that country dude from South Carolina that's trying to like, like get rid of that accent. Whereas Javon come off as, bro, I'm this hood
Yeah,
21-year-old kid from North Carolina and this is me.
yeah, he just sounds more regular, and I think it's even though it doesn't have that pop, and he ain't talking the way Trick. Trick got the Trick Willie, the 1-800 Trick Will, the lemon pepper steppers. Like he got, I get what he's trying to do. He's got a
Trick and
whole
A.
yeah. He's got to get smooth with it though. When The Rock was popping off like that, The Rock was smooth, man. There wasn't no stuttering when Stone Cold was popping off. When Ric Flair get to going. You know what I'm saying? When Ric Flair, man, come on, when they got going, man, you felt like it was gonna be a
Yeah.
smooth promo they knew how to do that. And I think Trick, if he can grow more into that part of his game, he may have something.
Oh,
But
he
I
will, because I mean, he was a
right,
mouthpiece for Carmella for a little bit when they first, because when they went over to the new team NXT format, the pillars were like Carmelo and Trick, they were together, and then like Braun Breaker, Grayson Waller, like those were like the pillars that they built it around. And so it's like, Trick can talk, but when he was doing back then, it wasn't what he's doing right now because it was like babyface stuff. So
mhm.
he's still like kind of trying to get down like the smack talk because he was a babyface for like years. He only went heel within the last couple years. So
Yeah, we'll see, man. I want to I hope all of these guys, really can get to the top of the card. I feel like with a lot of these injuries, they got to show up now, man. Because once KO gets back, once Sheamus start getting that spot again, Chad Gable getting his segments again, it's gonna get tough. It's gonna get hard, man. For these guys to get a segment, so they got to make the most of what they got right now. While a lot of these guys are just not in the picture, Seth Rollins included as another big dog that's not there. As you get closer to WrestleMania season, you likely to have a Brock Lesnar pop up. Ain't no telling. You likely to get more Roman Reigns. These are segments. Jacob Fatu just came back, so these are segments that are going to be taken. Randy Orton just came back, so
mhm.
these are more and more segments where you're going to go, okay, we ain't got a whole lot of time. What we gonna do? Bianca Belair get back. Ain't no telling what they're gonna do with her. I'm if she's back prior, in the next couple of months, I'm not sure. I know Naomi will be after that. But they got a lot of people that are out who normally is a regular with getting a segment on whatever show that they on. So
Mhm.
with Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes doing their thing over there on SmackDown, and then you got Javon and possibly Obafemi doing their thing over there on Monday Night Raw. If Obafemi comes to Monday Night Raw, it's wide open right now, man. It's wide open right now. So these guys better take advantage of it, or they're gonna get to a point where they get lost in that shuffle, man. You get too lost. You know what happens, man. You gotta go find a group and hide out for a minute. And I don't think these guys want to do that, man. But after this matchup, um, we had CM Punk cut a promo about I guess, gearing up for whoever his next challenger may be. I think we had different some level of predictions on his next challenger. I'd be the first to say I don't remember saying Finn Balor at all. What you think, Spook? You
Nobody's.
Finn Balor? Like, what do you think of Finn Balor stepping up, man? His whole crew is gone. Dominic injured, JD's injured, Rox and Liv going after the tag titles, Raquel going after the Raw Women's Championship. Everybody's kind of missing right now, so he's on himself, man. What you think about Finn Balor stepping up though, as
Might as
as Finn
well.
Balor?
Might as well. What else he got left to do? Who else he got to beef with? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might as well go for the title. Especially if your brothers is out right about now, man. You ain't really got no segment. You ain't really got no speciality right now. So, hey, man, might as well go for the big dog and see what you can do.
What you think, Stan? Is Finn Balor stepping up to the plate, man?
I like it, man. Hopefully they Punk put a little he put a little call back in there when he said Prince. Hopefully they let Finn Balor tap into the Prince Puma. persona that he had when he was not Prince Puma. That's the Prince the Vet when he was in New Japan when he came up when he founded Bullet Club. So hopefully he taps in that. That Finn Balor is still there. NXT Finn Balor, the Finn Balor everybody fell in love with is still there. It's just like on the main roster they've been having him be like not that since he had to give. It felt like since he got hurt and he had to give up the Universal title, he has not been the same guy. And it's not because of him; it's just because how they're booking him.
I think he suffers from having a connection with the audience. I think initially he came in hot because he came in from NXT. It's just like how Obafemi is going to come in, but did the audience could they still really keep getting behind him? I don't know. It's going to be tough. They're going to have to get real creative with his booking in order for that. The demon thing was something that was real heavy in NXT, and they got pretty far away from that on the main roster. So I don't even know when you break that out or if you break that out. I'm not sure what to do with that. I don't know. I mean, anybody think this is a realistic chance that he's winning the WWE Championship? I mean, I gotta ask. I'm sorry to.
No, no, it's he's not winning, but it's gonna be a great match.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
CM Punk, Finn Balor, that can't be a bad match. That can't be a bad match, man. I don't like the idea of just giving away all these title matches, though. All these big money matches on these regular shows with almost no build up. It's like the WWE has decided every show is WrestleMania. You remember WrestleMania, you get your ticket a year in advance. You didn't care what the card was. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of how Spook be with Birthday Bash, man. It's like you just get it. You ain't even worried about the card, man. You just go get your seat, you ready to go. Like that's how they treat Raw now. They don't even bother to care about booking it the right way or a way because they know we're just gonna tune in, we're gonna watch, we're gonna get tickets, pull up, all of those things. Like they just know, man. There's no build up for any of these matches. CM
Well,
Punk and
cause I think they're trying to go back to how it was when we were growing up. Do you remember, like when we were growing up, we would have like a random. This was SmackDown was on Thursday, like a Thursday SmackDown or Monday Raw. You'll have like Undertaker versus Kurt Angle, and on like a random night for like no reason at all.
I'd rather that than the title matches. We gotta separate
Yeah.
the title matches to make them more meaningful, man. Like we got two world championship matches in the same week on the regular shows.
Only because they're overseas.
Yeah, so it's I hope that's why. That might become
It's
the
why.
new. Like
Yeah.
it's like, man, come on, give me the build up. And Drew and Cody's been going at it. Braun and CM Punk had some build up, but now we're quickly going into possibly Finn Balor and CM Punk. And I think Braun Breaker is going to disrupt that match. I don't know that match is going to end in any kind of real contest, but it's going to probably be a no contest situation. But I want to see more build up, at least for the big dogs. When they did Cody and what was that? Cody and Roman Reigns that one year, the 2 years ago. That was a long, long build. It was so much of a build up, but like the match changed. They added a second part of it just to get the Rock involved in the tag match. Like you seen so much going into that, man. Even with Royal Rumble, when someone wins that, they're typically on a collision course, and we knew that was probably going to be, what it was at that time, with Jimmy and Gunther, and then the Elimination Chamber, you had Cena and Cody. So we got some time with those builds, but these builds now are just moving so fast, man. We can't even enjoy. Like it's hard for us to believe in Finn Balor. This is why we like everybody quickly is like no, because it's like you haven't seen nothing from him. He literally
Yeah.
before getting this match was playing 2K in the back, literally playing a video game in the back. Like that's the build that we're supposed to believe this guy is going to put down the controller and go beat CM Punk in the main event on Monday Night Raw in a week or two. Come on, man. Like you're asking that, you basically just say we're going to tune in, and we kind of are. We ain't helping. We just gonna tune in regardless, man. We enjoy it as a whole, so we're gonna tune in and watch. But Finn Balor, this is not going nowhere. And honestly, he may need to consider getting out of Judgment Day, as with Dominic. Let it all go. Send JD McDonough to like TNA or something like that, man. Let him revamp himself or something. Get back to whatever he could possibly be. and just dismantle this whole thing, man. Judgment Day is looking like they're falling apart, man. It's looking like it's over for them at this point. But after this, we had the women's tag team triple threat number one contenders match for the women tag team championships that is currently held by Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. This was a, triple threat tag match, so they had one representative from each team in the ring at all times. What you thought about this one, Spook? You was able to catch any of this? Was very tag team tornado style, man. They were just bodies flying all over the place with these
I
ladies,
mean,
man.
it was a good little match. Like I said, man, it's time to mix up the women, man. It's we got to get some new blood, some new women in. And I know y'all keep saying, man, one false move and they'll be back at the bottom, man. But it's these six, man. Is we need some kind of shakeup, man. I can't keep watching these six go at it
Mm.
every week about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know who is next up in NXT or either TNA or who they can possibly bring. You know what I'm saying? They tried with one of the Bella twins and she couldn't get it. I don't know. I mean, like I said, but overall it was a good little match. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all I can kind of speak on it about.
Yeah, it's not looking good for the women's tag team division right now. It's a bunch of teams that many of us really
Mm-hmm.
just don't care about, despite what
Hmm.
we may care to see from them as individuals. What you thought about this triple threat tag team match, Stan, and Liv Morgan and Roxanne coming out on top in this one? I mean, is
I
that the
mean,
right team won, or does it matter what you think?
the match was good. I mean, they all can wrestle. It was good, but it's like just rinse, wash, repeat. At this point, it's nothing. It's not exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. It's just not exciting.
You got to
But it
be
was a
a
good
fan.
match.
You got to like these ladies individually to the point where you just want to see them,
Yeah, I
and
want to see
that's
him wrestle.
And I'm a fan
yeah.
of
Like I
Rhea,
like
man, but
you
I've
like
grown
Rhea,
to
so I got Roxanne and Lyra, so I got them two. You got Rhea, so you got something in there. I don't know who you got in there, Stan. Who you like from this women's division? Of the six girls that was in there tonight.
I like them all, honestly. I like all of them, like individually. So it's like I was happy to see it because they're all good. I feel like the my least favorite in there is Lyra,
Dang,
not because of her in ring. It's just like the stuff like outside the ring. Because in WWE, you kind of have to do everything. You have to be good in and out the ring. When in other promotions, or if you're in the indies, you just gotta be good in the ring. And so, but I feel like once they finally decide to like turn Lyra like just totally heel, because at first I was like, well, maybe Bailey will be the one to betray her, but I was like, nah, nah, nah. It's got to be Lyra. Lyra has to be the one to do it. She has to be the one to stab Bailey in the back. She has to prove that she can play both sides of the fence. She has to prove that, and she might be a better heel than Babyface, in my opinion. I don't know, but like I want to see that.
yeah, I don't know, man. Of these ladies, I'd rather see Roxanne or Lyra kind of break out of the pack and get to that next level. Some of them
Yeah.
have pretty much already been there, if not all of them have been there, with the
Mhm.
exception of Roxanne. So I like to see what they do with it. Roxanne is a little smaller, but hopefully that doesn't hold her back too much.
No,
She's even small for a lady. Like she's smaller than Liv Morgan. So
I don't think that matters because you remember like with Alexa Bliss, they built her as the 5 feet of Fury. So
yeah, it ain't been a whole bunch of more 5 feet of fury since
oh,
Alexa
yeah, yeah,
Bliss.
yeah,
It's
true.
be a little tough, she got through. And Alexa had that look that they're more susceptible to as far as what they push in terms of what the women look like.
Yeah, it was a Vince look.
Yeah, she had that standard look, man. She had a good look. So I don't know, man. Hopefully Rox has her. It took a while, I mean, for Zelina Vega, who was I think in a similar spot as Roxanne. It took a while for her to really get some shine, man. So, she might get a little lost, but Lyra is kind of in. She's got to spice up that character, man. She's got to add a little
Mhm.
spice to that, man. We don't. She look a little dry, a little generic. So she's got to do something. But they'll probably keep passing these titles around. We probably won't care too much, but hopefully every so often we'll get a good match. I think what they should have did was just add table ladders and chairs to this match, man, and put the and just went ahead on and gave us something more than just a regular match, man. Just get out the tables, ladders, and chairs, man. Let's go, man. Let's destroy these women and see who stands tall, man. I would rather see a stipulation at this point to kind of make it
Yeah.
more interesting than what it's been instead. Yeah, give us something, man. What happened to, when they used to put the fire around the ring, the Inferno matches? We need to bring some
Man,
stuff like that back, man. Have the women do those wild crazy matches.
Wasn't it a PLE with the table
well, I
ladders and
mean,
chairs? Like, wasn't that a PLE?
hmm
Yeah, they stopped doing that. That was like a
yeah, they
December.
stopped all. Yeah, they stopped all the gimmick ones. I think the only gimmick one left is Elimination Chamber. Well, and like technically World Rumble, but like Hell in a Cell, I think
Bring all that
stopped like
stuff
all
back, man.
those.
That was wrestling, man.
But they could give it to the women because the women need something. The guys are fairly in a decent spot still, but the women they need some hardcore matches. They need some antics, man. They need something to just spice things up again, man, because they're not even a ladder match. Like we hardly ever see a one-on-one women's ladder match. I can't remember the last time I've seen something like that. Normally it's like six of them or something like that, like the Money in the
Yeah, it's
Banks.
always that.
Yeah, I want. Let's get a one-on-one. Let's get a steel cage match, one-on-one with the ladies, man. Let's find some ways to make it more interesting, man. Instead of they just coming out there doing the same thing every week, and if you don't really care to see any of them, you're not going to be that invested. But I think whoever wins, I think not whoever wins, but with Liv and Roxanne winning, I think they're probably going to end up beating Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, man. What you think, Stan? You think Liv and Roxanne is going to beat Io and Rhea? No.
Nah,
But why would they keep the title? I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like my perspective is the title doing anything for them? Does it even matter if they lose it?
no, I get it, but I don't. I feel like it. I feel like it's too soon. Maybe they have them like go back and forth for it, just because they did that with Kabuki Wars for like 3 months. So maybe they do it again. But who knows with WWE, man? Because they gonna do what they want to do.
We gotta remember,
Because
even
they've
if they
already,
lose it, they're gonna fight again on the PLE for it in 2 weeks. It might all switch hands 3 times and be back in their hands in a month.
yeah.
It's moving so fast it may not even matter, man. After this, we had a promo from Raquel Rodriguez, who has decided she's going all in against Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer came out. Eventually, this led to a little bit of a brawl, man. Stephanie was pretty hot coming out of NXT. They've been pushing her to the moon. She's had a few setbacks, some things happening, man. Spook, man, how you feeling about Stephanie Vaquer and Raquel Rodriguez, man? And these are supposed to be the best women on the Raw roster, man. They're supposed to be the ones at the top, man. You feel like that's the spot that they have earned right now?
No, not really. Like, I mean, like you understand, said, man, it just putting something together, man, to kind of go from there, man. Raquel, man, she's definitely gonna lose, man. She definitely is one of them ones that still needs some more work, man. So it's just very sloppy. Stephanie, I mean, she good. You know what I'm saying? She rock out, she do her thing. She got a couple good moves, a couple good finishes, so I can rock with her, man. Like she don't have any competition though. That's the thing. She don't have no comp.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long road ahead for this Stephanie and Raquel situation. I don't even know when Stephanie is supposed to be cleared to compete. She is a little hurt, a little banged up right now. Um, do you think she still got any real momentum, Stan, or they may have to do something different? They may have to take off TV or something for a while to get Stephanie some back where they want her.
I don't know. I mean, I thought they were gonna take her off TV because the way like because she's actually hurt. Like I saw the picture she posted on IG. It's an actual ankle injury. And so for her to keep getting beat up by Raquel, I thought at some point she was gonna have to relinquish and come off TV, but maybe they're just planning to have her drop it to Raquel until she's healthy. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be crazy because Raquel is definitely a ways away from deserving anything championship related. She's definitely She looks like she can dominate and do some things, but she has to be very protected in the ring. Once she starts really working and that match get into 10, 12, and 15 minutes, she's not gonna look so great. She's gotta hurry up and dominate. She's gotta be what, Goldberg was or somebody like that, where it's quick, let's hurry up and get this over with and get out of here. Let's go home. Because if she stays in there, it's gonna expose her a little bit. After this, we had Bronson Reed and Austin Theory versus Penta and Dragon Lee. I don't even remember. I didn't see this match being advertised. I wasn't on X too much today, but I didn't see this one, man. But I was definitely like, okay, this is a nice, pleasant surprise. And then the match ended in about 5 minutes. So it started off well, but Braun Breaker came absolutely crazy. He hit Dragon Lee with a spear that sometimes, people got to stay down. There's no reason to get back up after you get hit like that, man. Just lay there. It's over. He's already done. Dragon Lee got up. Adam Pierce came out there. He got into it with Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed ended up getting one on Penta. This led to Braun getting back in the ring and then him hitting, I think, Dragon Lee all over again, if I'm not mistaken. And then him grabbing, matching up Adam Pierce. So Braun Breaker's just unhinged right now, man. He's unhinged right now. He's going crazy. He lost that match, which I know a lot of people, myself included, did not feel like he was ready to be the champion. Didn't feel like he had that. He just didn't. He was missing something, that extra something that comes with being in the champion. It's not just about in the ring. So, like you said earlier, he's got to definitely figure out what that extra thing is and how to talk and how to cut promos and how to be somebody that can represent the company on Good Day America and wherever else they got to go. But the match ended quickly, thanks to Braun Breaker, who went out there and went crazy, man. So, what you think about Braun Breaker, man? You think he should get right back into that title picture, or they need to do something different with him for a little while?
I mean, I would say give him one more shot. Maybe in like another month or so. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he just too hyped right now, man. He too hyped, man. He got a lot of energy, man. He ready to go, man. You can't stop Bron right now, man. As far as energy wise, yeah, I would say like maybe in a month or so, man. Give him another shot and see where it go. And if he loses this time, man, it's maybe time to put him on a different program or a different pathway to you know keep him going. But yeah, man. It's Braun is a beast within itself, man.
Yeah, we gotta. I feel like this entire match really was to tell the Braun Breaker story. I don't think this match had really much to do with Dragon Lee, Penta, Bronson Reed, or Austin Theory for that matter. This was really about let's get to where Braun Breaker head is at this point, man. What you thought about how this whole? I don't even know if I can call it a match. It was so fast. It felt like a segment, but with a promo or something. What you thought about this whole thing, Stan, and where Braun Breaker should be going next from here?
Hey man, it's great, man. I feel like I need this Adam Pierce Brian Breaker rivalry for at least till WrestleMania, so we can get a good old fashioned GM versus talent match. Because people forget that Adam Pierce did wrestle once upon a time, and he might be cleared. And if he is cleared, I would like to see him die against Braun Breaker.
So for whatever reason, Stan hates Adam Pierce. I'm not. This is the first we're hearing
Nah, I
about it.
don't hate Adam Pierce,
You gotta
but
hate
it
the
would
man.
be, but it would, cause man, we ain't had a good like WrestleMania match like that in a minute. Like Shane McMahon used to give us those type matches. We don't get
You
those
got a
no
valid.
more. And so like man, we knew that Shane was gonna probably die, but it was amazing because he was gonna lay it all out there. But like it'll be good to see again. We haven't had one like this in a minute, and if that's the case, if that's what they're building towards, cause Adam Pierce did put his hands on Braun Breaker first,
Mhm.
and Adam Pierce is definitely has always been the like I'm tired of y'all like BS type of general manager. And he did. I don't think he retired because of injury like Nigel did. So I mean, it's just matter of him just being in shape. You know what I mean? Because I feel like
Yeah,
Nigel can still like Nigel went from straight from. I remember watching like SmackDown General Manager Nigel wrestle when he was the NWA champion when they used to do it over at TBS, and it was like $15 to go. And this was like before COVID. Like you can just go and they were seeing at Turner over by Georgia Tech, sit in the studio all day. So it's like both of them are not that far removed. But Adam is definitely more like he's definitely more like hands on than Nigel is as far as the general managers. So if it leads to that, that's perfectly fine with me. Cause it'll be good to see it, see what Adam got left and see, because you already know who's gonna come out on top of that. But yeah.
Well, we'll see, man. In the meantime, Braun Breaker is going crazy, so we'll see what that leads to for him, man. But and our main event of the evening, the main event that was promoted and we knew was coming since last week, AJ Styles, the phenomenal AJ Styles versus the ring general Gunther. I like the match, man. We pretty much should have expected that AJ and Gunther was gonna put on a nice, good, a solid match, man. And this is the kind of matches you want to be in your main events where it's not a title match, but it's just two big dogs going at it and seeing who comes out on top, man. And that's what we got, man. We got a lot of a good wrestling match out of these two, which I don't think anybody is surprised by. Even ended in a little bit of controversy, man. We had the blind tap out from Gunther to help protect AJ Styles losing. Gunther with a low blow that he eventually led to him getting the victory over AJ Styles. AJ Styles did try to submit him. He worked on the leg all night, went for the calf crusher, and it never quite came to fruition for him. But I like the story they was telling here. I like what they was trying to do. I don't know that we're expecting anybody to beat Gunther anytime soon, but it was a valiant effort on the part of AJ Styles, and it was a good match. And it's something they could potentially run it back, man. We could get a whole month out of this, and I think it could make sense in some kind of way, man. What you think, Spook, man? What you thought about this match and the future of AJ and Gunther, man? Do you think they could run this one back, or this is just it, and we gotta get Gunther and AJ to the next
No,
level?
no, this is definitely a run back, man. I'm starting to like Gunther though, man. That boy, he's very crafty in the ring, man. Especially that tap. I'm saying
Mhm,
like that was real clever. You know what I'm saying, to do it, but the ref not see it, man. So
mhm.
I'm starting to like Gunther, man. He's finally coming into himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he's talking more. Because when he was the champion, man, he was just like one dimension, man. He just came out there, wrestle, and he'll be missing for, you know, a month or so, before you get another match. So I'm liking this new Gunther, man. And this one right here with AJ, yeah, this was a good one. This was a good, main event for the night.
Yeah, what you thought about this one, Stan? These two guys going at it, man. And do they need to run it back, man? Turn this into some kind of feud that we can get a few more weeks out of.
Yeah, I mean they can. I feel like it'll be done because AJ is gonna do the whole old school. I'm gonna show the replay footage. I had you tapped out because
Mm-hmm.
it was a great match, honestly. And I feel like if they run it back, AJ has to win that second one so we can get a third one. But yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, right now, is there a Saturday night main event this month? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's at the end of the month, I think.
Oh, okay. So we got that and Royal Rumble because they're not going to finish the feud at Royal Rumble, so they might could do something at a Saturday main event. We got that
Man,
because
they're not even
there's
finished. They're not even finished building the stadium for Royal Rumble yet, which is crazy.
Yeah, they got a long way to go over there, man. Those guys is gonna be overseas next week. Raw should be, I think you said 3 p.m. So we probably be in the same boat next week as we are this week, as far as the early start time, getting it in. So we'll be starting early. You got an MVP tonight, Spook, man. Who you got, man? Anybody stood out tonight, man? Anybody impressed you
That boy
tonight, man?
Gunther for me, man. Gunther. Yeah, man. I'm liking the guy, man. I like him.
Okay, you say Team
Yeah,
Gunther now, man. Team Gunther. Gunther's got a little
yeah. He
personality
changing
going,
it up,
man.
man.
He's
He
got a
changed it. I
little
like what they're doing
personality.
with him, man. I like what they're doing.
What you think, Stan, man? You got somebody tonight, man? Who was your person, man?
Yeah, man.
Who got it?
Uh, my favorite crash out Georgia boy, Kennesaw State alum, former NFL player, Bron Breaker, man.
Braun Breaker, man. He did have his moment tonight. He had his moment tonight.
I mean, it was perfect.
Yeah, he did exactly what he should have done in under the circumstance. It was a good look for him. I like Javon Evans tonight, man. I'm gonna go with my boy Javon Evans, man. He turned up tonight. He got over on the three Americanos, man. Pulled off the victory in his official first match for Monday Night Raw as a sign guy to Monday Night Raw. So I like what he was doing, man. I do fear that he's gonna be in the Americano vortex for the next few weeks. Probably got Rayo coming up next week, and then El Grande Americano the week after. That's probably
That's a
his.
good look for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good look, man. To start off the, his soul.
Yeah, it's gonna make him look
Mm-hmm.
good. It's gonna make him look good, man. So, but we'll be right back here, probably 9 p.m. next week. We appreciate everybody listening, man. Please don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate everybody that's been listening on iHeart, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please continue to do so. Join the conversation. But we will be right back here next week, WWE Monday Night Raw post show, as we do each and every Monday night, regardless of what time that show does start. So appreciate you jumping on tonight, Stan. Appreciate you jumping on tonight, Spook. And until next time, we're gonna catch up with you.
All right.
I see you.